Ladies and gentlemen, I have always opined on this platform that in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence, and that everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing just happens out of mere coincidence in politics. Yesterday, William Samoei Arap Ruto made some parastatal appointments. He named some chair to some parastatals boards. And if you studied those appointments, most of the people appointed were actually from the larger Mount Kenya region. And Kenyans were making noise why William Ruto was doing that. For example, the Narok Senator Ledama Olekina made this post after William Ruto made those appointments. Let me just get Olekina. This is what Olekina posted. Congratulations, Mr. President William Ruto. The appointment are a clear indications of your leadership. If not Anjoroge, it's a Kiptum. Ni kweli kabisa tumeachwa twende zetu beach tule upepo wa bahari. The tweet by Olekina has actually trended. It has been viewed by close to 422,000 people, which is huge. And that particular tweet by Olekina is actually the feeling. But the hidden truth about the appointment which William Ruto made yesterday was not about the Kikuyus or the Kalenjins or appointment. William Ruto knew so well that he was going to go to Kirinyaga. And he also knew that there was serious talks at the background about William Ruto and his appointments, kicking out the mountain people who are serving in Uhuru Kenyatta's government and replacing them with others. But that's not the objective of this video. In this video, I want us to look at the tension after William Ruto and his government seemingly locked out the mountain from fertilizer subsidy. Let us go to this particular piece of story which appeared in one of the dailies today. In that story, it talks of 12 priority counties enlisted in the new fertilizer subsidy plan. Let me just read for you the story a bit. The government has enrolled 12 priority counties in a new fertilizer subsidy program targeting March rains before the initiative is rolled out in all the devolved units. So basically what the government has done is that they are rolling out what they are calling 12 priority counties, and they are targeting March rains, and it continues. The program, which comes hot on the heels of registration of all farmers in the country, will be led by national and county government administrators whose training started yesterday. Actually, the training was opened, if I'm not wrong, by none other than Rigathi Gachagua. Now, here's where the meat is. The 12 counties are, I want you to pay very close attention. The 12 counties which have been identified are Narok, Bungoma, Uasin Gishu, Nakuru, Trans Nzoia, West Pokot, Migori, Kakamega, Bomet, Kericho, Elgeyo Marakwet, and Nandi. Those are the counties. And this is what Rigathi Gachagua is quoted to have said. Deputy President yesterday said the counties had been identified because they are the national bread basket. It is expected that at least 2.1 million farmers will benefit from this program in its first phase of implementation. Now, that is where the issue is. You have identified 12 priority counties. Out of those 12 priority counties, the mountain is not represented, not a single county from the mountain. And it's not because of anything. They are saying that these 12 counties which have been identified are actually the bread basket. Let me ask you a question. Is Narok a bread basket county in this country? Yes or no? Let me ask you again. Is Elgeyo Marakwet a bread basket in this country? Okay, let me ask. Is West Pokot? Because I'm just mentioning the counties. Out of these 12 counties, let me count them for you. Narok is from Rift Valley. Uasin Gishu is from Rift Valley. Nakuru is from Rift Valley. Trans Nzoia is from Rift Valley. West Pokot is from Rift Valley. Bomet is from Rift Valley. Kericho is from Rift Valley. Elgeyo Marakwet is from Rift Valley. And Nandi is from Rift Valley. So out of the 12, 8, actually 9 are from Rift Valley. Only Bungoma, Migori, and Kakamega. But the mountain is completely out of this list. Before we get into all these details, the politics, in case you are watching this video for the first time, or the channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button, so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. Let us get straight to the point. And by the way, let me play for you this particular clip of William Ruto with the mountain leaders. The kind of message the mountain are actually relaying to the president whenever he is on the ground.
Nakumbuka na ni vizuri kusema kwa sababu tangu nichagulie miaka 5 kusimama mbele ya rais kuongea ni saa hii. Kwa hivyo rais, hata ukiona nikitetemeka usiulize. Ile ingine miaka 5 sikuongea. Sikuongea. Makofi kwa rais. Ati nimekuta kiti imeandikwa Simon Ng'ang'a, hata nilikuwa naona kama si yangu. Alafu askari anaambia kaa hapa. Asante. Hiyo ni kitu hata itafanya mimi roho itulie. And Mr. President, sir, that's the spirit you have instilled to all those leaders who are here. And I expect the same to go to the counter government through His Excellency Wamatangi.
One man, Wambugu Mujere, once opined that William Ruto is actually treating the mountain the way they come. So if they can come the way this guy came, that's how they are treated. I listened very briefly also today to the speeches by leaders from the mountain today when William Ruto was in Kirinyaga, and I was actually shocked. But that's not the main issue. Why is there tension? Number one, these guys are asking why not a single mountain county is in this list. Can anybody justify why, for example, Narok and Elgeyo Marakwet can be considered for this subsidy, and a county like, say, Kiambu is missing? That's the first thing. The second question they're asking is whether it is a strategy by William Ruto to undermine the mountain. Just like Orengo once opined that government eats their people. Is it possible that Kenya Kwanza are actually eating the mountain?
That sometimes revolutions eat their own children.
Yes. Yeah.
Government eats their own people. This government is going to punish you more than they will punish me. I'm telling you, in another 1 year, you'll be crying in my office to come and represent you.
Otherwise, there's no justification why no county from the mountain is actually qualifying. Because if there are people who made noise about fertilizers, tell me if there was no Mount Kenya. Mount Kenya were actually the most vocal about subsidy, whether maize, whether whatever, because you can't talk of bread basket and then try to ignore the fact that Mount Kenya is actually feeding places like Nyanza, places like Western, when it comes to their cabbages, their vegetables, their waru, and they also need fertilizers. Is bread basket only maize? That's another question they're asking. And the other question they're asking is, what strategy was used to identify more Rift Valley counties and not a single county from the mountain? Because remember, the Minister for Agriculture is Linturi, comes from the mountain. The Minister for Finance comes from the mountain. The Deputy President comes from the mountain. But they chose not to identify any single county from the mountain. So the voters down there are asking themselves, what strategy was used? Let me read for you just a post by Pauline Njoroge. She made an interesting post about this. Mmesema Central hatukulangi fertilizer. Not a single county from the region has been selected amongst the 12 priority counties enlisted in the new fertilizer subsidy plan. Yet our son of Mau Mau is in charge. Tuendelee na interdenominational prayers basi. So basically, what she's trying to suggest is that when Ruto goes to the mountain, it's about prayer. So that's another question. And the fourth question they're asking is the value of their vote. The expectation of the mountain was that they were going to have a bigger stake in this government. Of course, before Ruto left yesterday, there were several appointments which were made. And majority of those were the people of the mountain. Was it meant to blind them? Was it meant to relax them? To cool down the tempo? And lastly, they are asking, is William Ruto punishing the mountain? Because there's always this this story that William Ruto is going to punish the mountain. And they are now asking, is this part of that punishment? I don't know what you think. Those are just my thoughts. Please, in case you're watching the channel for the first time, press that subscribe button. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.